So yesterday's class we discussed about solving linear equations, isn't it? Solving linear equations. Now, okay, children, I think we can copy. Okay, it is not that PowerPoint is not close. Write the question. Write the question. We are discussing the problem based on modulus function, isn't it? Yesterday we discussed about the inequality in modulus function. How the modulus function is defined? Mod x is defined as minus x. If x is less than 0, x if x is greater than 0, 0 if x is equal to 0, 0 if x is equal to 0. And what else we wrote here? What are the next thing we wrote here? With this modulus function we revised, and then Aishwarya, read the next point. Aishwarya, what's the next point we wrote?
Then mod x is less than 2.
Mod x is less than 2. Okay. Mod x is
Then
less than 2 implies x is less than 2 and minus x is also less than 2, isn't it? X is less than 2 and minus x is less than 2. That means, in other words, we can say x is less than 2 and x is greater than minus 2. X is less than 2 and x is greater than minus 2. So now combining these two, what we can write? Combining these two, we can write minus 2 is less than x less than 2. Minus 2 less than x less than 2. Okay. So x takes values only between minus 1 and minus 2 and 2. X takes only those values from minus 2 and 2. If you want, we can represent this as number line, isn't it? We can suppose we represent this as number line. It takes the values from 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. So it is from minus 2 to 2. So minus 2, we are drawing the open circle. Open circle means it is not included. And only those values from minus 2 to 2. Only these values are there. Is it okay, Aishwarya? Karthik?
Yes, ma'am.
Now write the next one. Next as note. Write the next heading as note. Note. Modulus of x is less than a. Modulus of x is less than a means what we can say, both the sides it is true. That is, minus a is less than x less than a. Minus a is less than x less than a. Mod x is less than a means we can write minus a is less than x less than a. Instead of strictly less than, suppose we have equal to. If it is like this, x is less than or equal to a means we can write minus a is less than or equal to x less than or equal to a. Minus a is less than or equal to x less than or equal to a. So using this formula, we are going to solve some problems. Okay, using this, we are going to solve the inequalities based on modulus functions. Write the question. Solve. Solve. Modulus of x plus 3 is less than 5. Modulus of x plus 3 is less than 5. What does it mean? Modulus of x plus 3 less than 5 means we can write this as using that property. How will you write this, Femina? Modulus of x plus 3 is less than 5. If mod x is less than a, we can write this as minus a is less than x less than a. So modulus of x plus 3 is less than 5. So we can write this as, Femina, tell me the next step, Femina. How will you write the next step? Yes.
Ma'am, minus 5
Less than x plus 3 less than 5. Minus 5 less than x plus 3 less than 5.
X plus 3.
Now what we can do? Minus 5 less than x plus 3 less than 5. Now what we can do? Listen here. We have plus 3 here. Okay. In order to remove this plus 3, what we can do? We add minus 3 with all the terms. X plus 3 minus 3 less than 5 minus 3. If it is x plus 3, we are writing this as minus 3. Add minus 3. So minus 5 minus 3 is less than x plus 3 minus 3, which is less than 5 minus 3. So we can write this as minus 8 less than x less than 2. Minus 8 less than x less than 2. That is, x belongs to the interval minus 8 comma 2. X belongs to the interval negative 8 comma 2. Okay, now solve the next one. Is it okay? Is it okay, children? Aditya, Anila, Mohanan?
Yes, ma'am.
Write the next one. Solve. Solve. Modulus of 3x minus 5 less than or equal to 4. Modulus of 3x minus 5 less than or equal to 4. Modulus of 3x minus 5 is less than or equal to 4. How will you solve this? Modulus of 3x minus 5 is less than or equal to 4. So we can solve this as minus 4 less than or equal to 3x minus 5, which is less than or equal to 4. The next step, Next step, what you will do? What's the next step, Tomlin?
Ma'am, we add
We add 5, isn't
5.
it? Okay, less than or equal to 3x minus 5 plus 5 less than or equal to 4 plus 5. So minus 4 plus 5 means we will get 1 is less than or equal to 3x less than or equal to 5. Whether we are getting the value of x here? Is it the value of x? No, it is 3x, isn't it? So how will you find the
Ma'am.
value of x? Yes.
Less than or equal to 9.
Yes, Aishwarya, very good. Thank you. It is less than or equal to 9. 4 plus 5, I wrote it as 5. Okay, 9. Now tell me, children, what is the next step? Can you guess the next step?
Divide by 3.
Very good. Divide each term by 3. Less than or equal to 3x by 3 less than or equal to 9 by 3. So we get 1 by 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. 1 by 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. Therefore, we can write x belongs to the interval 1 by 3 comma 3. X belongs to the interval. Here it is closed interval. Okay. Here it is given equal to. So it is not open. We have to write closed. Why we are writing the closed interval here? Less than or equal to is used. Less than or equal to. Finished? Okay. Now look at the next case, children. So the first case we learned is modulus of x less than a. Look at the next case. Suppose modulus of x is greater than or equal to a. Then what does it mean? Modulus of x is greater than or equal to a. That means x is greater than or equal to a, or minus x is greater than or equal to a. Isn't it? Is it like this? X is greater than or equal to a, or minus x is greater than or equal to a. That means we can write this as x is greater than or equal to a, or x is less than or equal to minus a. X is less than or equal to minus a. So listen, suppose this is our number line, minus infinity to plus infinity. Suppose we have here negative a and this is positive a. X is less than or equal to minus a. X is less than or equal to minus a means we take only those values which are less than minus a. Which are less than minus a means to the left hand side, isn't it? We'll be taking only those values to the left hand side. So this is the part representing x is less than or equal to minus a. Minus a is also included. Similarly, x is greater than or equal to a. X is greater than or equal to a. So x takes only those values which are greater than or equal to a. So again this part. That means if you look at the interval, we will be getting the interval. If modulus of x is greater than or equal to a, then we can say x belongs to the interval minus infinity, comma, minus a. Minus infinity to minus a, union. Okay, here we can take closed a. Union a to infinity. Okay, x belongs to either this part or this one. Is it, are you able to understand this point, children? I'll repeat it again. Listen, listen. Listen, you, okay. Modulus of x is greater than or equal to a. Mod x, we know it is plus x or minus x. So from this one, we can write x is greater than or equal to a, or minus x is greater than or equal to a. From here, we are writing x is greater than or equal to a, or x is less than or equal to minus a. X is less than or equal to minus a. Okay. Then I'm representing this on number line. Number line means minus infinity to plus infinity. Here we have negative a, positive a. X is greater than or equal to a means x takes only those values which are greater than a. That means which lie to the left, right of a. All the values which are to the right of a. Similarly, x is less than or equal to minus a means which are on the left sides. So we can write this as minus infinity to minus a, union a to infinity. Okay. Now using this, we are going to solve. Yeah, using this concept, we are going to solve the problems. Is it okay, Shubham?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about the others? Okay. Shall we do the problems based on the next type? Next rule. Write the question. Write the question. Solve. Solve. Modulus of 2 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 5. Modulus of 2 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 5. How will you solve this? This is greater than or equal to 5. So we get 2 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 5. Or what we can say? Minus of 2 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 5. We apply the definition itself. Mod x means x is greater than or, okay, mod x means x or minus x. So either 2 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 5, or negative of 2 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 5. So we can write this as minus 3x is greater than or equal to 5 minus 2. I'm taking only the first part. So we get minus 3x is greater than or equal to 3. I'm going to divide by 3. Whenever we divide a number by negative 3, inequality will change. So we can write this as, okay, x is less than or equal to minus 1. X is less than or equal to minus 1. Now look at the second case. When you open the bracket, it will become minus 2 plus 3x is greater than or equal to 5. We can write this as 3x is greater than or equal to 5 plus 2. So 3x is greater than or equal to 7. So x is greater than or equal to 7 by 3. X is greater than or equal to 7 by 3. So from these two things, what we can say? X belongs to minus infinity, comma, closed minus 1, or means union. Union 7 by 3, comma, infinity, or 7 by 3, comma, infinity. Is it okay? Tomlin, any doubt in this part? Shubham?
No, ma'am.
No. Femina?
No, ma'am.
So next question.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes, Karthik.
what is the difference between this problem and the previous problem we did?
The previous problem, okay. In the previous problem, we had less than or equal to. So interval will be coming like this. It will be a bounded between only these two values. We'll be getting an in-between region. But here it is greater than or equal to. When you take greater than or equal to means you will get only the other part. It's negation. That means this part you will get. This part. Less than and greater than.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then, yeah, maximum and minimum you will get here. It will be coming here in with these two regions. In this form only you will get. That is the difference. Okay. Now let's do the next question based on it. Write the next one. So you are going to give the steps. Write down. Solve. Modulus of 3x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 4. Modulus of 3x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 4. In the first case, we will get one single interval. In the second case, that is whenever we get greater than or equal to, we'll be getting two parts. Okay, solution set will be two parts. Here. How will you solve this? Give the steps. Aparna, give the first step, Aparna.
Ma'am, 3x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 4. Or minus of 3x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 4.
Okay, now you can take with one part and you can solve it, isn't it? Take one side, solve it. So you can see. Yes, Shubham, what is the next step, Shubham? Shubham, give the next step. Shubham. Shubham. Can you give the next step, Shubham? So you can write this as 3x is greater than or equal to 9, isn't it? Minus 5, taking other side, it will become plus 5, transposing. So we'll get x is greater than or equal to 3. What about the other side? Tomlin, next step, Tomlin. Tomlin is there? No. Karthik, give the next step, Karthik, for the second part.
Ma'am, open the bracket. Minus 3x plus 5 less than or equal to 4.
Greater than or
equal to 4. Then minus 3x greater than or equal to minus 1.
Okay. So we can write this as 3x is less than or equal to 1, isn't it? We can multiply by minus on both the sides. So we can say x is less than or equal to 1 by 3. X is less than or equal to 1 by 3. Combining these two, we can say x belongs to the interval minus infinity to minus 1 by 3. Union 3 to infinity. Union 3 to infinity.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
how did minus 1 by 3 come?
No, it's plus 1 by 3. It is plus only here. Oh, okay. Greater than or equal to 3. Oh. Write the next one. Write the next one. Suppose we have modulus on both the sides. What you will do? For example, that is the next type, third type. Suppose we have modulus function on both the sides. Suppose we have mod 3x is greater than or equal to modulus of 6x plus 1. Look at here. What is the difference between the first type, second type, and this third type? First type and second type, we had modulus on one of the side, isn't it? Either on the LHS or RHS, we had modulus. Now look at here. Both the sides we have modulus, isn't it? Both the sides we are having modulus. So whenever we get like this, whenever we are getting a question like this, what we can do, both the sides, okay, we are going to square. Squaring on both sides. When you square it, both the sides, we can remove the modulus and we can write this as 3x the whole square is greater than or equal to 6x plus 1 the whole square. One second, make a correction, children. Here it is 6x plus 3. 6x plus 3. So now expand it. When we expand it here, what you will get? 9x square is greater than or equal to. Here when we expand it, 36x square. 6 3s are 18 plus 36x plus 9. Nine x square is greater than or equal to ax square plus 36x plus 9. Now I'm taking plus 9x square to other side. So you get 36x square minus 9x square plus 36x plus 9. So we get 25x square plus 36x plus 9 is less than or equal to 0. 25x square plus 36x plus 9 is less than or equal to 0. Now how to solve this? Okay, so this is less than or equal to 0. How we will solve this? Okay, listen. First step is we should make the coefficient of x square as 1. We should make the coefficient of x square as 1. Okay, for that what I'm going to do, I'm dividing it by 25. When you divide it by 25, x square plus 36 by 25x plus 9 by 25 is less than or equal to 0. Okay? Is it okay? Okay, now listen. Now look at the next step. So first step, make the coefficient of x square as 1. Then, okay, this method we call it as completing the square method. 36 by 25x. Look at the half of 36 by 25. How will you find the half of 36 by 25? It is 1 by 2. Okay, multiply by 1 by 2. So what you will get? 18 by 25. Okay, 18 by 25. You add on both the sides. This one we call it as completing the square method. First step, make the coefficient of x square as 1. Next step, half the coefficient of x the whole square. You add on both the sides. Now combining these three, we can write this as x plus 18 by 25 the whole square is less than or equal to 18 square by 25 square minus 9 by 25. 18 square minus 9 by 25. You are finding adding half the coefficient of x the whole square on both the sides. So combining these three, it is of the form a square plus 2ab plus b square is less than or equal to 18 by 25 the whole square. We can write this as 18 square by 25 square minus 9 by 25. So that is the next step. We can write this as x plus 18 by 25 the whole square is less than or equal to, what is 18 square? What is 18 square? What is 18 square? What is 18 square? Is it 324 by 625 minus 9 by 25. Okay, now make the denominator same. Make the denominator same. So we can write this as 324 minus, what is 9? 9 into 25. 9 5s are 45. 18. 225 by 625. So what is this value? Okay, this is like completing the square method. In 10th standard, whether you have learned solving the quadratic equation using completing the square method. That is the method we are using here. So here, which is less than or equal to, what is 324 minus 225? Yes, Aishwarya, tell me what is 324?
99.
Yes,
99.
by 625. It is x plus 18 by 25 the whole square. Now listen, children. Now listen. You take root on both the sides. When you take root on both the sides, we get x plus 18 by 25 is less than or equal to root 99 by 25 plus or minus root 99 by 25. So we can write this as x is less than or equal to plus or minus root 99 by 25 minus 18 by 25. So that is x is less than or equal to plus or minus root 99 means you can write this as 3 root 11 minus 18 by 25. With this we can stop. X is less than or equal to plus or minus 3 root 11 minus 18 by 25. Here we are using the completing the square method. We are using the completing the square method. Okay, see? this question, once again, you try it. It is somewhat a different method. We are using completing the square method, okay, for solving this. First, we should make the coefficient of x square as 1. Then we add and subtract half the coefficient of x the whole square on both the sides. Then we write it in the form a plus b the whole square. Then we take the root. We are finding the value of x. This is the third method. But I think, okay, last class, be ready with the graph book. Okay, we want graph book from the next class onwards. Okay. Okay, children. With this, I end the session now. Thank you.